Greetings one and all, welcome to Video of October, day number 29. And as for this movie review that I'm going to do for Video of October, basically this is the most fucked up movie I've ever seen. And pretty much the most goriest film I've ever seen, because I usually don't cover horror movies or gory movies that much. But as for this one, it's a movie that I have to review. This movie was directed by the same guy who brought to you Lord of the Rings. It's brought to you by a guy named Peter Jackson, which was actually quite surprised to me that a guy like him did a gory-ass film like this. So basically what this movie about is, it's about a young man, it's about a young guy's mother who gets bitten by a Sumatran rat monkey. She pretty much gets sick and dies, and pretty much she comes back to life as a zombie and starts killing and eating pretty much anything that is in her sight. But as for itself, everybody and everything starts turning into zombies, and, you know, gore and shit goes all over the place. But anyways, as for this movie itself, pretty much the main character in this movie is a guy named Lionel Cosgrove, which is played by a character pretty much played by a guy named Timothy Blaine. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I said the last name wrong. But basically, I'm going to cover some of the pretty much scenes in this movie that pretty much made me cringe. And pretty much a scene that actually didn't make me cringe. The budget for this movie was $3 million, and yes, I had to look that up. Why? Because I thought it was important to actually say, even though I had not said that in the last review, it couldn't happen here, even though I didn't say the budget for that. But anyways, getting to the point of this movie for some of the scenes that made me cringe. Basically, I'm going to say the two scenes right now. The first scene is the dinner scene, where clearly they're all at the table eating all these custards and everything, and the grandma had this thing on her arm, and let's just say, if you think about what I'm going to get to, if you probably don't understand what I'm doing, just look it up yourself, the dinner scene. Basically, let's just say I'm never eating custard again. That's all I'm going to say after seeing that scene. Pretty much. And plus, there was the next scene. I can't even fucking talk. There we go, much better. The next scene in this movie that made me cringe is where this guy who was getting attacked by all these zombies, the zombie was holding him freaking down to the ground. The other one grabbed the guy's freaking face and just ripped his whole fucking face off. I was like, oh, God almighty. Literally. Out of all scenes that made me cringe, and speaking of the one scene that makes everybody cringe because it was somewhat of a scene that you just have to see to believe. Pretty much this whole movie is pretty much a scene you have to watch to believe. The next scene was the lawnmower scene. Lionel, the main character in the movie, pretty much all these zombies are starting to come out. And pretty much, if you're in a zombie apocalypse like he was, the best weapon to use is you take yourself a fucking lawnmower, boom, 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 there you go. You pretty much win the fight like an absolute boss. And pretty much one part of the movie is where this freaking lady takes this guy's head, puts it in the blender, and makes herself a nice tomato juice smoothie. How lovely for her. Or just homemade ketchup. Yeah, it's too much of a bad joke. But anyways, also this movie, it was not just a horror movie, but it was also a slapstick horror movie. Why? Because there was some bits and pieces in the whole movie that was just freaking hilarious. I'm gonna say two of them right now. This is where this lady was attacking the zombie dog and whatnot. She was beating the shit out of it, and then all of a sudden she stomps on the zombie dog and whatnot. Don't worry. In this whole movie, it was all practical effects. That's one thing that really brought my attention to this film, because after seeing some scenes before watching this movie, I realized, oh my God, this is all practical scenes. Because Jerome, he showed me the lawnmower scene, and pretty much when I saw the lawnmower scene, everybody else gets cringy. I sat here like this. I sat there like an absolute boss, just watching, having no reaction. He was quite surprised. Out of all scenes, that was the only scene that actually did not make me cringe. Why? Because it was all good, because it was all use of practical effects in the whole movie. And plus, the one scene in this movie that just had me in tears was where Lionel was in the park, and he was freaking beating the shit out of this zombie baby. The fucking zombie baby scene, that was the best scene in the whole movie. It was pure absolute gold. And pretty much what made the movie, what made the scene funnier, there was this freaking cameo of this damn bum who was going arr, arr, whatever he was. He was fucking he was fucking entertaining. These two ladies who were sitting at the bench seeing this guy beating the shit out of the zombie baby, the two ladies look at him and looked like, what the fuck is he doing? And in the end, he was just beating the shit out of a zombie baby. Folks, this is a movie you have to see to believe. So pretty much, long story short about this movie, all I can say is that this is a movie, like I said, you just have to see to believe. And it's, if you like gory films, then this is definitely a movie for you that you will enjoy watching. For me, I'm one of those people who does not care for gory films that much at all. Why? It's pretty much not my cup of tea. So anyways, folks, as for this movie, for the good use, for the positives, for the good use of all the practical effects for the movie and having some of its moments of slapstick comedy as well inside the movie as well. That was directed by Peter Jackson. I thought it was a nice, good start for Peter Jackson's career. Then him bringing up the infamous Lord of the Rings trilogy later on down the road in his career. Some of the bad scenes, some of the scenes, I mean, I can understand make it cringe, but there was some scenes where it literally got me cringing where my stomach was actually fucking upset. But as for this, the movie itself, I gave this movie a 3 out of 5 stars. Why? Because it was a nice it was a bit of if I can't talk, I take a swig of Pepsi. Anyways, it had some of its comedy moments. It was a very gory film, obviously. And so pretty much that's all I can say for this movie. Even though my review for this movie was not all that exciting like usual. But, folks, I hope you all enjoyed my review of this movie, or pretty much question of the day. What is your favorite horror movie? So please comment down below, let me know what is your favorite horror movie, and ciao for now.